Happy Labor Day, everybody. I'm still here in North Carolina, and I just finished day 33 of 80-Day Obsession. It was so cool because I don't know if you've been following my journey, but on our Saturday workouts, we're not doing them live with Autumn and the cast members because they have filmed a double workout on Friday so that they can have the weekend off. And so all of us test groupie people were wondering how it was going to be on Labor Day, and we didn't know if they had filmed it and pre-recorded it and we would be given the access this morning. But I had this feeling that Autumn was going to show up no matter what, because she's so invested in this. It's her baby and she's invested in us, and this is something that has never been done before. And the cast members that are going through the 80-day journey with Autumn, with us, they're following the same thing. And so I had a feeling that Autumn wasn't gonna have them double up twice in a week. And what was cool is she did show up. It was Labor Day. They showed up. They had a great attitude. And our CEO has been sitting behind while everything's been filmed all throughout this, but he wasn't there today. But at the very end, I thought it was so cool. The production people came out and said, hey, we just wanted to thank you, Autumn, the cast members, the production crew, and you coaches for showing up on a holiday. And I think of all the times when I had to work on holidays and I was disgruntled. And I think about all the times that I got off on a holiday, I was so excited. And then, but what we all do in this health and fitness, journey of our own, it's exciting. Like, I couldn't wait to work out today. And I could tell that Autumn and everybody, they were happy to be there. They weren't disgruntled that they had to work out on a holiday. And that's one thing I was thinking about throughout the whole workout, was that today's workout, I know a lot of people will say, oh, I don't work out on the weekends. I don't work out on holidays. I don't work out when I have company. And I think like a workout could be anywhere from, 30 to 60 minutes. You get a great workout. And that's such a short amount of time. And working out shouldn't be a chore. It should be something that you're doing for yourself, self-care, and that you see it as something that's going to make your life better. It's going to give you energy throughout the day. It's going to make you more tolerable to be around when you have guests or when you're home with your family on the weekend. And today we were lifting weights, and it was a lot heavier than when we started working out on day one, and a way heavier than when I started my journey 5.5 years ago. And I remember a long time ago, I had my second daughter. She was 2, and I was still carrying that baby weight around, and she was actually almost 3. So I joined the gym, and I was so insecure, so terrified of the gym, but I needed to do something and I didn't know anything else. So I went in and I would go into the cardio room because you could barely see there, and I would go in the very back machine, and I would always make sure that there was as least amount of people in the gym as possible. And I went there and I don't remember how many times, but it was about a 6-week span, and all I did was eat chicken and iceberg lettuce, and I lost I think 7 pounds in 7 weeks. And then my skin just hung, and that's a problem. You can lose weight by drastically cutting your calories, even starving yourself, but that only lasts for so long, and you're eating the same foods, that only lasts for so long. And when you're doing just pure cardio, you're not building muscle. And that's another thing, is a lot of people don't understand that the food you fuel yourself with will help you gain muscle and help you gain lean muscle, which is going to help you burn more calories and burn more fat. And it's something, as women, we already lose muscle as we age, and the foods we eat and the way we take care of ourselves have a lot to do with the rate of how we lose our muscle. But I remember complaining like, oh my god, I worked out for all these weeks and I ate nothing but chicken and iceberg lettuce, and now my skin's just flabby, and I got stretch marks on the backs of my legs because I lost that weight pretty fast, because back then 7 pounds was a lot to lose in a short amount of time and not be building muscle. And I remember my husband saying, you need to lift weights, and the first thing I said, oh no, I am not lifting weights, because he's like, why not? He's like, that's the only way for you to get the look that you want, to lose weight and be toned. And I'm like, no, first of all, I didn't want to work out with the trainer. I didn't want to work out with him. I didn't want to work out in public because I didn't know what I was doing. You could figure out an elliptical machine or a treadmill for sure. But he said, you have to do that. And I was like, no. And I did the same, gave him the same line that I hear women say all the time. Oh, I don't want to lose weight because that will make me look bulky and make me look manly. And that's something that it's been this myth that I had never lifted weights, so I didn't know if that was true. I had just heard it, and I don't even remember where I heard it from or where I had the idea, but it's been passed on, and so many women are afraid of lifting weights because they don't want to look manly. I'm saying you have to lift super heavy, eat a lot, and take things that are, if you want to get super bulky, it just doesn't happen. I myself do muscle up a lot faster because I have like shorter arms. I don't have long arms. I'm very short. I have a muscular build because, you know, I think a lot is my Asian genetics, but there's a lot of factors that, you know, I don't think that I look manly. And the funny thing is now I love to lift weights. You know, I was lifting really heavy today. I believe in weights, and what's really crazy is that Autumn and all of the cast members have had a DEXA scan done where it's basically a body composition test, and they did it right before we started the first month of this, and they just did one when we ended month 1 because we just started we're just starting week 6. And so she read us her results. And she actually went up a couple pounds, but lowered her body fat by 1% and added lean muscle. And it even is cool with the scan. She said they're about $40 and you can find them in different places. But the scan even showed that, like, because 80-day obsession is really focused on your arms, your abs, and your ass. So the scan that she did was so cool because it actually showed how much volume she had in her glutes and her butt area, and that she had gained lean muscle and lowered the fat. So, you know, this is something that, you know, lifting weights did make her gain a couple pounds, but it was in lean muscle, and she lowered her body fat. That's what you want. So, you know, this is just reinforces what we talk about all the time. The scale doesn't matter. I posted a picture of my friend Tu Lin, who's in the same challenge group with me. Me and her have lost mega inches and no weight. The scale's been stuck, but she's lost like 20 inches, and she went from not being able to barely get her pants up to all the way up now and zipped in that amount of time. So who cares what the scale says? Focus on the inches lost, because that's fat loss. I was reading this magazine last night. I wanted to read something that there's this I don't know what her name is. Her name is Brooke ENCE. She's a super fit CrossFitter, I think. And she said, developing physical strength leads many women to developing a different kind of strength, one that has little to do with the physiology of our muscle. When we push ourselves athletically, our attitudes change. We frequently discover that we are stronger than we previously thought. Strong is beautiful, strong is powerful. It's not just strong in the physical sense. It's strong in your attitude. It's strong in your mental game, in your compassion. And that is so true, that what I sought to gain was to look better and then feel better and then to become stronger. And I physically am stronger. I know by the size of weights that I lift and the movements and the things that I can do now. What you gain from physically pushing yourself is so much more than just physical strength. It's mental, it's emotional. I am so much more stronger, more capable of withstanding, you know, things that just are gonna be thrown at us no matter what in life. And I am so much stronger mentally and emotionally. And you know, the way the saying goes, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. The fact is, most days when I'm doing workouts, I want to quit. Most of these days I'm thinking like, God, this is hard. But when I get through, I feel amazing. And that is what has changed everything for me mentally and emotionally. Because if you can push through something as simple as a 30 to 60-minute workout, and you can do these hard things, even when your mind's telling you to quit, you're gonna show up in the rest of your life that way. It's not just about a workout. It's grooming your mind and your willpower and your determination every rep, every minute that you're doing this. And so many people don't realize how much something like a exercise program like I'm doing can really change the dynamics of your thinking and of your life.